So go ahead and come to a hands and knees position on your mat. And from your hands and knees position, move the hands about one hand's length distance forward from where they are now. Press down through the palms of the hands. Tuck the toes under and lift the knees up and back into downward facing dog. Let the head hang down. Deep breath through the nose, inhaling. Exhaling, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale. With an inhale, come forward into a plank pose. Bring the shoulders forward over the wrists. As you exhale, lower the knees, the chest, and the chin to the floor. Inhale, slide forward into cobra. Really squeeze the shoulder blades together. And exhale, tuck the toes under. Move the seat all the way back to the feet first. And then extend the legs, downward dog. Inhale, come forward into plank. Straight arms and legs. Exhale, lower halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Soften the knees and start to walk the feet forward towards the hands and fold forward over the legs. Deep breathing in both directions. Most of the time, anger is born from a wrong perception. If when looking at the cause of your suffering, you find that your anger was born from a wrong perception, you have to tell the other person right away. They didn't want to make you suffer. They didn't want to destroy you, but somehow you believed they did. Every one of us must practice looking deeply into our perceptions. Separate the feet about mat width distance apart or so. Bend the knees and come into a deep squatting position with the hands together at the center of the chest. We act on the basis of wrong perceptions all the time. We should not be sure of any perception that we have. When you look at the beautiful sunset, you may be quite sure that you are seeing the sun as it is in that moment. But a scientist will tell you that the image of the sun that you see is the image of the sun from 8 minutes ago. Sunlight takes 8 minutes to reach the earth from such a long distance. Also, when you see a star, you think that there's a star there, but the star may have disappeared already 1, 2, 10,000 years before. We have to be very careful with our perceptions. Bring the hands to the floor, raise the hips up and fold forward over the legs. Bring the feet all the way together, bring your hands onto your waist, and then lift all the way upright to a standing position. And then bring the arms behind the back and lace the fingers together into one fist. Stretch the arms up away from the back, lift the top of the chest. Bring your chin towards your chest and breathe. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now, lift your head, release your arms. Now, see if you can actually clasp the hands together again, and then pull your left arm more behind you. Kind of like you want the left arm to come all the way alongside the side of the body. And then see if using your right hand to help, you could actually feed your left hand a little bit higher up your back. Maybe it doesn't go as high as mine, that's okay, but use your right hand to either pull on your hand or pull on your wrist or pull on your forearm in order to try to get the arm to go a little bit more up the back. And then release that and then clasp the hands together again so that you can kind of pull the right arm more behind you. And then again, you're going to use the left hand to either pull on the hand or pull on the wrist or even pull on the elbow a little bit in order to try to feed the arm a little bit more up the back. Yeah. So it's interesting. I feel like I'm always that son, right? Especially when it comes to like trying to change some behavior in myself, or like trying to work on my anger or my judgmentalness or my patience or anything like that. It takes time, right? Like release the arms. I feel like I'm always 8 minutes behind where I want to be, right? I mean, meditation and yoga has helped, of course. But when you're first starting to sort of change something about yourself, you're still like, you're still reacting, right? Even once you've made the decision, you're still reacting as you used to do. So it takes time for the responses to catch up with our intentions, right? Same with practice. Like even in meditation practice or even in asana practice, we may be putting a lot of effort in, but we might not notice for some time after, right? We might not notice the increase in strength or flexibility until some time has lapsed, right? Reach the arms up overhead, clasp the hands together, and stretch the elbows. And exhale, bend to the left side. Inhale, lift up to the center. Exhale, bend to the right side. Inhale, lift up to the center. Exhale, left. Inhale to the center. Exhale, right. Inhale to center. One more time each side. Exhale. Inhale to center. And exhale. Good. Inhale, lift up. Hands behind your head. Exhale, arch back. Inhale. Exhale, arch back a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale, arch back a little bit more. Inhale to stand upright. And exhale, release the arms. And then go ahead and stand towards the front part of the mat. Legs together, feet together. Just showing some patience to ourselves and to others, knowing that we're all sort of in process and in progress at all times, and that it might take a little bit of time for our practice to catch up to where for the results of practice to show, right? Bring the arms alongside the body. Exhale, full breath out. Open the eyes. Sun salutations. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Palms of hands pressed together. Exhale, fold forward. Hands to the floor beside the feet. Inhale, head and chest lift. Look forward. Exhale, hop, step, or walk back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bend the knees. Inhale, hopper step, feet to hands. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, stand up, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, release the arms. Again, inhale, reach up, hands pressed together. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the earth. Inhale, head and chest lift. Exhale, hop, step, or walk back chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Bend knees. Inhale. Step or hop feet between hands. Exhale. Fold forward. Inhale. Stand up. Reach the arms up overhead. Exhale. Release the arms. One more time like that. Inhale. Reach up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale. Fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale. Prepare. Exhale. Make your way back to Chaturanga. Inhale. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Bend knees. Inhale. Hop or step forward. Exhale. Fold forward. Inhale. Stand up. Reach the arms up overhead. Exhale. Release the arms. Inhale. Hook your thumbs. Reach your arms forward and up. Arch the back. Exhale. Bend the knees. Swing the arms behind the back. Interlock the hands together. Folding forward. Inhale. Bend the knees. Place the hands to the floor. Step the right foot back to lunge. Exhale. Step all the way back. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Forward into a plank position. Exhale. Bend the elbows. Chaturanga. Inhale. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale to plank. Exhale. Knees, chest, and chin to the floor. Inhale. Slide forward into cobra. Exhale. Tuck the toes. Sit back towards the feet and then extend the legs. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Right foot steps forward. Exhale. Left foot follows the right foot. Fold forward. Inhale. Bend knees. Hook thumbs. Reach up. Arch back. Exhale. Bend knees. Swing arms all the way around behind. Interlock the hands and fold forward. Inhale. Hands to the floor. Step the left foot back. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Forward into plank. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale. Upward facing. Exhale. Downward facing. Inhale. Plank. Exhale. Touch knees, chest, chin to floor. Inhale. Slide forward into cobra. Exhale. Tuck the toes. Sit back towards the feet and then extend the legs. Inhale. Left foot steps forward. Exhale. Right foot follows left foot. Inhale. Bend knees. Hook thumbs. Reach up. Arch back. Exhale. Stand up and release the arms. And now bending the knees. Reach the arms overhead. Utkatasana. Exhale. Hands to the earth. Fold forward. Let the head go down. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale. Hop, step, or walk back to Chaturanga. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Step the right foot forward. Turn the back heel down. Lift up. Warrior 1. Exhale. Place the hands to the floor. Step into plank and lower Chaturanga. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Inhale. Left foot steps forward. Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale. Hands to the floor. Step back and slowly lower. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Inhale. Right foot steps forward. Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale. Hands to the floor. Step back and slowly lower. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Last times for now. Inhale. Step left foot forward. Reach up. Exhale. Hands to the floor. Step back and lower. Inhale. Up dog. Exhale. Down dog and hold. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bend the knees. Inhale, hop or step forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms up. Utkatasana. Exhale, stand up and release the arms. Separate the feet just about inner hip distance apart or so. Hands on your waist. Inhale, lift up the chest and arch back. Exhale, bend forward over both legs. Grab hold of the big toes, yogic toe lock. With an inhale, lift your head, lift your chest. Look forward and pull your arms forward away from your legs. And then as you exhale, bend the elbows out to the right and left side. Top of the head moves down in the direction of the floor for 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift head and chest, look forward. And then release the hands and walk the hands forward about 8 inches or so in front of the feet. Come up onto your fingertips. Move your left hand more to the middle of where your hands are now. And then reach the right arm up for a twist here. So twisting is getting into the area of the body that has to do with judgments, right? Either preferences or prejudices, our sort of ego center, as they call it, which is, it is built to make judgments. That's what it does, right? But then we have to learn to use our discernment to tell which of those judgments are true and which are false, right? Bring the right hand to the floor. Place the right hand to the middle of where the hands are now and reach the left arm up for a twist. Try not to twist the hips and the legs. And then bring the left hand down to the floor. Separate the feet about mat width distance apart or so. Bend the knees and come into a deep squatting position. Hands together at the center of the chest. Lifting up tall in the upper body. Reach the left arm out in front of the left leg and reach the right arm up and back behind you. And then everyone can take the right arm around behind the back. And then you can either connect the hands or leave the left hand on the floor there for a half bind. Breathe in. Lift the chest. Breathe out. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Turn the chest more. Exhale. 3. Now place the left hand down. Reach the right arm up. And exhale. Hands together at the center of the chest. Reach the right arm in front of the right leg. Press the right hand down to the floor. Reach the left arm up and back, and then bring the left arm all the way around behind, where you can either stay or you can wrap the right arm around the front of the right leg for a bind. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Press the right hand down, reach the left arm up, and everybody hands together at the center of the chest. Bring the hands down to the floor. Lift your hips up and fold forward over your legs. You can sway the hips a little bit side to side to release the hips. And then heel to the feet about halfway closer, halfway in from where they are now. Plant the hands flat down to the floor. Lift the heels high up and place the knees high up onto the backs of the upper arms for crow pose. Now start to shift the weight forward into the hands and really feel especially that ridge of knuckles that joins the main fingers to the palm of the hand down to the floor, especially the index finger knuckle. And then you can even grip with your fingertips a little bit. Good. And then with your exhale, either hop, step, or walk back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward, warrior one. Exhale, open to the side. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, reach to the right for triangle, Trikonasana. Inhale, exhale, one. Inhale, exhale, two. Spin the chest open for three. Inhale, exhale, four. Inhale, and exhale. With an inhale, stand all the way upright. With an exhale, bend the right knee for warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. See that the back foot is angled a little bit towards you. Back leg is nice and strong and straight. Exhale. Inhale. I like to almost feel like there's sort of a line of energy feeding up from the heel into my hip socket so that I'm not sort of spilling forward into my back hip, if that makes any sense whatsoever. It makes sense to me. I'll try to find a different way of saying it by the time we get to the next side. And 5, inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, bend the right knee. Place the right hand down outside of the right foot and reach the left arm over the left ear for extended side angle. Breathe in, breathe out. 1, in, exhale, 2, inhale, exhale, 3, a little bit of external rotation on the upper left arm. 4, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, both hands to the floor. Exhale, start to straighten the front leg. If it helps you to move the back foot in a little bit, do that. Inhale, head and chest lift. And exhale, fold forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Push the right big toe knuckle down hard into the floor for 5. Now inhale, lift your head and your chest. Keep the feet and the legs the same. As you exhale, take the left hand all the way across to the right side of the right foot. If it's difficult to reach, you can put a block or a book or something under there. And then reach the right arm up for rotated triangle. Push the left heel down strongly to help you stabilize and ground down. 3, inhale, exhale, 4, inhale, exhale, 5, inhale, bend the right knee, place both hands onto the floor. Exhale, lower the left knee down onto the floor. Inhale, reach the arms up, get ready to twist. And exhale, twist to the right side. Hook the left upper arm outside the right knee. Tuck the left toes under, lift the left knee away from the floor. Exhale, 1. Inhale, squeeze your right shoulder blade towards your left shoulder blade for 2. So that you're engaging some of the muscles of the back to help you twist. 3, inhale. Exhale, 4, strong and straight back leg. Exhale, 5, inhale, both hands to the floor. As you exhale, bring the left knee all the way behind the right foot and come to sit down. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, twist to the right side. Inhale, exhale, 1, inhale, exhale, 2, inhale, exhale, 3, inhale, exhale, 4, inhale, exhale, 5, turn to face forward. Exhale, counter twist. Inhale, facing forward, swing the right leg around behind you. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward, right heel down. Reach up, warrior 1. Exhale, open hips and arms to the side. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, reach to the left for triangle, Trikonasana. Inhale, exhale, 1, inhale, exhale, 2, inhale, exhale, 3, inhale, exhale, 4, inhale, Exhale, 5. Inhale, stand all the way upright. Exhale, bend the left knee, Virabhadrasana 2. So again, I'm holding the back leg nice and strong and straight. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, bend the left knee. Place the left hand down outside of the left foot. Reach the right arm long over the right ear for extended side angle A. Inhale. Exhaling, 1. Inhale, strong and straight back leg. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. And exhale. Now inhale, both hands to the floor. Exhale, start to straighten the front leg and adjust the back foot if you need to. Inhale, head and chest lift, look forward. Exhale, fold forward, Parsvottanasana. Both legs straight here and both legs nice and strong. 1, inhale. Exhale. 2, inhale. Exhale. 3, inhale. Pull the left hip crease up and back for 4. Inhale, plug down through the left big toe mound for 5. Inhale, lift your head, lift your chest. And then keep the legs and the hips the same. Just move the right hand across to the other side of the left foot for rotated triangle. Reach left arm up, exhaling. 1, inhale, exhale. 2, inhale, exhale. 3, inhale, exhale. 4, inhale, exhale. 5. Both hands to the floor. Bend the left knee. Touch the right knee down to the floor. And then sweep both arms up overhead. As you exhale, hands to prayer, twist to the left side for standing spinal twist. Tuck the right toes under, lift the right knee up away from the floor. 1, move the left shoulder blade towards the right shoulder blade. 2, inhale. Try to keep the hips level to one another. 3, inhale. Exhale. 4, inhale. Exhale. 5. Inhale, both hands to the floor. Exhale, tuck the right knee behind the left foot and come all the way down to sit for seated spinal twist, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Inhale, reach the right arm up and exhale, twist to the left side. Look all the way over the left shoulder. Breathe in, breathe out. 1, inhale. Exhale. 2, inhale. Exhale. 3, inhale. Exhale. 4, inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, turn to face forward. Exhale, a little counter twist. Inhale, turn to face forward, swing the left leg all the way around behind you. And exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Now bring the feet together, come forward into a plank. Exhale, bend the knees to the right side and push your butt way back towards your feet. Arms are straight. Inhale, come back to plank, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend the knees over to the left side. It's almost like you're trying to get the right hip close to the floor without touching the floor. Inhale, plank. Exhale, right side. Inhale to plank. Exhale, left side. Inhale, plank. One more time each side. Exhaling. Inhale to plank and exhale. Inhale out to plank pose. Exhale, lower the knees, chest and chin to the floor. Inhale, slide forward into cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes. Sit back towards the feet and then extend the legs. Inhale, step the right foot forward, warrior 1. Exhale, open arms and hips. Inhale, straighten the right leg for a moment. And then as you exhale, bend the right knee. Place the right hand inside of the right foot. Left arm reaches straight up. And then everybody take the left arm around behind the back. And then see if you can feed the right arm underneath the right leg to catch a bind. And if that's not happening, what you can do is you can put your belt or your towel or whatever in the left hand and then reach underneath so that you have a little arm extension there. Press firmly into the left heel, and then by means of pressing the right foot down into the floor, see if you can extend the right leg for bound triangle. 1, 2, good. Spread open the front of the chest. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, bend the right knee. Release the belt if you had it. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up. Inhale, both hands to the floor. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward, right heel down, reach up, warrior 1. Exhale, open to the side. Inhale, straighten the left leg for a moment, and then as you exhale, bend the left knee, place the left hand down, right arm reaches up. So now everything can start with the right arm behind the back, and then if you're pretty sure that the hands won't connect, what I like to do is I can sort of pass my belt over into the right hand and then reach underneath with the left hand to make a bind here. Breathe in, breathe out. 1, spin the chest open. Breathe in, breathe out. 2, inhale. Exhale. 3, imagine you're trying to push the heels away from one another. 4, inhale. Exhale, now slowly start to extend the left leg. By the way, if you need to lengthen the distance between the hands, you can move the hands farther apart just to give yourself a little more space to extend that left leg. 3, inhale. Exhale, 4, inhale. And exhale, inhale, bend the left knee. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up. Inhale, both hands to the floor, foot in the front foot. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ooh, and that got all askew during that one. Okay, now step the right foot forward between the hands. And then lower the left knee down onto the floor and lift your trunk upright. So everyone take your belt or your towel or whatever you've got there, and you're gonna loop the belt around the left leg. So around the leg for whom the knee is on the floor. Does that make sense? I hope. Here's to hoping. This is gonna get a little, what's the word? Granular. Okay, so then you're gonna hold both of the ends of your towel or your belt in your right hand. So your belt is around your left thigh and you're holding it in your right hand. I'm even gonna use my left hand to kind of pull the belt more up towards the top part of the leg, you see? Okay, now I'm gonna twist and I'm gonna cross my left arm all the way across to the opposite side of my right leg. Now, hold the belt with your left hand as close to your right outer hip as you possibly can. And then you're gonna reach the right arm all the way around behind and see if you could find any part of that loop to grab hold of with your right hand. So your right hand is kind of on the outside of your left hip, your left hand is on the outside of your right hip. Then notice how by pulling on the belt, you can actually deepen the twist here. And then start to extend the left leg for standing spinal twist. 1, 2, 3. If you don't need the belt to bind, you're welcome to just drop the belt and connect the hands together. 4, 5, good. So lower the left knee down to the floor, release the bind, set that belt to the side for a moment and step back to downward facing dog. Delicious. Okay, step the left foot forward, right knee down. And then lift the trunk upright. So again, you're gonna take the belt around the top of the right leg with both ends in the left hand, okay? Then you're gonna move the belt higher up onto the right leg, or whatever you're using. If you're using a towel or whatever, it's fine. Then I'm gonna take as much of my right arm outside of my left leg as possible. Look how my right hand is going to grab as high up onto the belt as I possibly can. My right hand is practically touching the side of my left thigh there. So it's pretty tight, right? And then reach the left arm up and around and see if you can grab hold of any other part of the belt that's on the outside of the right leg now. Then feel how by pulling with your hands, you can actually maneuver into a deeper twist there just by using the strength of the hands. And then start to lift the right knee up away from the floor for standing spinal twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Okay. Lower the right knee down for a moment. Hands to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward again. Lower the left knee down. If you found the bind with the hands the first time around, then maybe you don't need to set up the belt again for this second time around. If you definitely needed the belt, then go ahead and set it up again. So you're gonna take it around the left leg. You're gonna hold it temporarily in the right hand. And then you're gonna twist to the right side and hold the belt in your left hand. So switch hands. Then the right arm reaches up and around and finds the outer part of the belt there. And then this time, you're gonna tuck the left toes under and lift the left knee away from the floor. But then you're gonna take the super smallest step forward with the left foot and place the left heel down. So you have almost like a warrior 1 back foot. Then slowly start to straighten the right leg for bound rotated triangle. Pull with your hands to deepen the twist. 2, 3, 5. Okay, now carefully bend the right knee, set the left knee down on the floor, and release the belt if you were using it. Step back, downward facing dog. Okay, other side. Left foot forward, right knee down. So again, you have the option, if you feel confident that you can bind without the help of the belt, go ahead and skip this step with the belt. Otherwise, loop the belt around the back leg. The left hand holds it temporarily. We're twisting to the left side, and then you're gonna reach your right hand as high up towards your outer hip as possible. Left arm reaches up and back and around, and then hold on to whatever other part of the belt you can find. So start by lifting the right knee off the floor, and then move the right foot just a tiny bit closer and start to straighten both legs. So both heels down, both legs straight, bound, rotated triangle. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Bend the left knee, place the right knee down, and release the bind. Go ahead and put whatever props you're using off to the side. Place the hands under the floor and step back, downward dog. Bring the knees to the floor for a moment. And now we've reached the segment of the class devoted to inversion practice. So for today's practice, we're going to do a little bit of all 3 of the main inversions: handstand, forearm stand, headstand. So if you want to use the wall, you could go ahead and take this moment to move your mat to the wall if you have a clear space to work. Otherwise, if you're working in the center, just keep everything as is. We're going to take 10 breaths in handstand. So whatever that looks like for you today. That could be a down dog split for 5 breaths and then switch the legs. That could be 5 hops and then switch the legs, or any other version of handstanding for 10 breaths. Go ahead. And then when you're finished, take a little rest. And then we'll take 10 breaths in any kind of forearm standing practice, including forearm down dog, right? You could count 10 breaths here, or you could lift one leg up for 5 and lift the other leg up for 5, or take some hops. And then when you're finished with your 10, rest. And then lastly, but not leastly, we'll do headstand or Shavasana. So start with the forearms on the floor. Interlace the hands together. Tuck the head to the floor behind the hands. Lift the knees up, extending the legs. Now your headstand might start here with 2 feet on the floor. Otherwise, you might bend 1 knee into the chest or 2 knees into the chest. So often when we get angry, for example, it's hard to sort of see the situation clearly. Now, that's not to say you're never supposed to get angry, right? That's kind of what I thought maybe when I was a baby yogi, is I thought I was never supposed to get angry again or something like that. But it does mean when we perceive anger in ourselves that we do what we need to do to take care of ourselves and to take care of our anger, and without sort of acting on it, right? So can we go sort of self nurture and support ourselves before we sort of before we sort of take it out on the other person? Can we wait until there's enough calmness to feel a sense of clarity about it, right? Because it does, I mean, anger in particular, I feel clouds my better judgment, my heart of wisdom, right? tend to act, when we're angry, we tend to act sort of out of a sense of sort of self-righteousness or whatever, which again isn't to say that anger in and of itself is bad. Anger is just a communication, right? The emotions are communicating to us about a need or a desire, and we we need to listen to those, right? And that, but then to be able to listen fully to what the anger is teaching us, rather than sort of act out our anger on the other person or the other people. So go ahead and come down from your headstand practice into child's pose. And then press the hands into the floor, tuck the toes under, lift the knees up and back, downward facing dog. Inhaling, come forward into a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward into plank. Exhale, lower the knees, chest, and chin to the floor. Inhale, slide forward into cobra. And exhale, release down onto the floor. Any variation of Shavasana today, so you could have arms behind the back or arms alongside the body, or any variation you choose today. With an inhale, lift up head, chest, legs. And exhale, release on down. Bend the knees, reach back, catch hold of the ankles, and inhaling, lift on up, head, chest, and knees. Dhanurasana. And exhale, release down. Again, bend the knees, reach back, catch hold of the ankles, and inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Place the hands either side of the chest, center the head, parallel the legs. Inhale, lift forward and up into upward dog. Exhale, go all the way back, downward dog. Inhale into plank and exhale, lower all the way through chaturanga onto the abdomen. And then roll over onto the back. Bring the feet onto the floor, parallel and inner hip distance apart. Lift the hips up, lift the lower back, middle back, upper back, interlace the hands behind. Separate the hands, release the back down to the floor. Preparing now for Ardha Dhanurasana, 3 wheels, 5 breaths each. So start by placing the hands on either side of the head, but move the hands a little bit wider away from the sides of the head. And you could even move the feet a bit wider. Then press down into the hands and feet to lift up. 1, give it a try, even if you're unsure. Exhale, 2, inhale. Exhale, 3, inhale. Exhale, 4, inhale. Exhale, 5, inhale, chin to chest. And exhale, release on down. Again, place the hands, place the feet. Ready, second time. Press down to lift up. Exhale, 1, inhale. Exhale, 2, inhale. Exhale, 3, inhale. Exhale, 4, inhale. Exhale, 5, come on down. Okay, third time. So even if you feel like you can't possibly do it again, give it a try. Try to overcome that part of you that's trying to talk yourself out of it, right? And aim for 5 breaths, but even if you only lift up and come right back down, that's okay. At least you put that effort into that third wheel. So place the hands, place the feet. Set your intention that you're going to go for 5 breaths, and then whatever happens is great. Press down to lift up. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Chin to chest. And slowly come down. Great work, everybody. Bend the knees into the chest. So it's interesting because even within the scope of practice, it sometimes feels like we're on a plateau, right? Where it sometimes feels like the learning curve has leveled out, but that's often not the case. In fact, we're often building, flexibility and strength and stamina, but it takes time for us to notice our own progress, right? It's just like the image of the sun being eight minutes behind because of the light delay. Sometimes our perception of our progress is a little bit behind the progress itself. So take the knees all the way over to the left side of the body. Look over the right shoulder, arms out into a T shape. Bring the knees up into the chest and then go the other way. Bring the knees up into the chest and then come on up to a seated position. Sit up. Straighten the legs forward out in front of you. Flex the feet and fold forward. Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Lift all the way upright to a seated position. Bend the left knee to the chest. Open the left knee out to the side and fold forward over the right leg for Janu Shavasana. And then lift all the way upright. Switch the legs and fold forward to other side. Janu Shavasana, left leg. Lift all the way upright, straighten both legs forward out in front of you. And then bend both knees into the chest and open the knees out to the sides. Heels together and fold forward. Baddha Konasana. Lifting all the way upright to a seated position, and then keep the shape of the legs the same, but lay down on the back for Supta Baddha Konasana. Now you're welcome to stay just like this in Supta Baddha Konasana, or you can come up into shoulder stand practice or Salamba Sarvangasana. So shoulder stand would be with the legs up in the air, hands resting on the back, or you can stay in Supta Baddha Konasana. And then for those in shoulder stand practice, you're going to come into plow pose, bringing the legs behind the head. And if the feet touch the floor, then go ahead and clasp the hands behind the back into one fist. And then if you're in plow, separate the hands, bend the knees, and slowly start to roll out of it. If you were practicing shoulder stand, come into fish, crown of the head to the floor, arching the upper back. And then lifting the chin into the chest, slowly release down and set up for Shavasana. So separate the feet about 10 inches or more apart from one another. Bring the arms a little out away from the sides of the body. Palms of hands facing up to the ceiling. Center the head. Let the body start to become still. Return to natural cycles of breath. Slowly start to deepen the breath. Start to bring some movement into the body. Take a moment to move or stretch any way you need. Relax. And then bending the knees into the chest, make your way onto the right hand side and come on up to a seated position. And then set up a comfortable seat for meditation practice. So you may want to sit up on a blanket or a bolster. You could even sit in a chair if that helps you to sit really upright. And then find stillness in the outer body. So minimize any voluntary movements. So that the only movement that's really left is the movement of breath. And then let that movement of breath be natural and easeful. So you're not sort of controlling or manipulating the breath in any way, but the breath is just part of the process. And of course, observing any thoughts that do arise, but try not to get caught on them. You don't have to believe everything you think. And if some strong emotion or feeling is coming up, try not to push it away either. Think of like taking care of it, right? Not in a way of coddling your anger or um, babying yourself, but in a sense of like, ask yourself, what you need. Ask your anger what it needs, and then just by listening deeply to the answer, the strong feeling or the anger or whatever's coming up for you will dissipate. Thank you, everyone, for making time for your practice and for making time for yourself and for